name is Ashley, and I am here today with Miriam Brewer, Senior Director of Education and Diversity at the International Franchise Association. Miriam is charged with increasing minority representation in franchising, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her work today with the IFA. Miriam, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about your position with the IFA?
Yes. I am the Senior Director of Education and Diversity with the International Franchise Association, and my role is to educate women and minorities about opportunities that exist in franchising. We're really trying to level the playing field.
How did you come to work with the IFA in this capacity?
Well, actually, it really was by happenstance. My background is diversity management. I used to work for another nonprofit many years ago, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to do when I grew up, and I happened to see the ad about a position with the International Franchise Association. And I thought that even though I had worked for a healthcare nonprofit, that those skills were still very much transferable.
What is your general perception of the franchising industry in the U.S. at the moment?
I think it's wide open. Our job, again, is to really make people aware what opportunities exist. There's still a lot of misinformation about what franchising is and isn't. We do a number of educational programs across the country, whether it's the 3 major expos that we do. But part of my job is to do smaller programs in cities across the country. And again, finding out that people think that they know what a franchise is, but they really don't, or either they think that it's unattainable for them. So it is, the sky is the limit, and getting people who want to be business owners to educate them about franchising as a method of business ownership is the way to go.
Does the franchising industry offer particular opportunities for minority or disadvantaged groups to enter the realm of business?
We certainly do. Again, my role with the International Franchise Association as Senior Director of Education and Diversity is to get out to the masses to let them know what opportunities exist. We're really trying to increase the number of women becoming franchise owners and minorities. We've had some success, but there is still so much more that can be done. When we did a baseline study in 2007, the percentage of women, while it was growing, it was not at the level that we thought it could be. And so we've been working not only with our programs, but some of our members have dedicated programs for minorities. And so we're trying to increase, because we know that women, when you look at the demographics, there are more women than men. We tend to live longer, so we certainly need to have some options as business ownership. So there are some programs that are available. Could there be more? Certainly.
In the past, franchise industry representatives have spoken out about why franchising is especially conducive to the needs of women. Why do you feel this is so? Again,
women tend to outlive men. Women make very good business owners, and as do men. But we need to have some other opportunities. Sometimes we leave the workforce to take care of children, and then we come back and the jobs may not be there. So why not be your own boss? In franchising, we like to say that you're in business for yourself but not by yourself. And franchising really is attractive to women for that very reason. And it's a system that's already in place. So that again is very attractive to women, and we want to see more women become business owners through franchising.
What strategy is the IFA employing to encourage and enable more women to enter franchising?
Well, I would like to say that they hired me as a strategy. Again, I work with some of our members to help them to develop programs within this system. We do 3 major expos across the country. We always have a special session that focuses for women and minorities. So we do those programs, but we also realize that everyone can't go to those 3 different cities. So we take it to the local level and do these educational programs in cities across the country to, again, make women aware. We work with different stakeholders, whether it is the Small Business Administration, the Minority Business Development Agency, small women's organizations. We work with entities such as the Black MBA, Hispanic MBA. So we like to work with those stakeholders that are also working with individuals in addition to the Small Business Development Center, which is certainly a resource for women. So, combined, these are some of the strategies that we have for reaching women and minorities.
Tell us about the VetFran initiative and other infrastructure the IFA has in place to encourage and enable veterans to enter franchising.
Well, we have a very robust VetFran program. It was started after the first Gulf War. It went dormant for a number of years and it was brought back. Special focus has been put on the VetFran program in the last 2 years because we have so many veterans who are returning from Iraq or Afghanistan. They need to have some opportunities. So we have over 450, close to 500 participating companies that are actively engaging veterans. In order to participate in IFA's VetFran program, the company must offer some type of financial incentive. So we are being very aggressive in not only trying to reach veterans to become franchise owners, but working with companies to hire them, because everyone may not be suited to become a franchise owner, but we want to make sure that our heroes are hired as well.
What advice would you offer to franchises seeking to diversify their workforce?
I would tell them that they need to do it sooner than later. When you look at the demographics and the last census data, anybody who is not aggressively trying to seek out minorities are going to be left on the sidelines. Minorities are opening up businesses at higher rates. By 2050, when we actually use the term minorities, it's actually outlandish, because pretty soon minorities will certainly outnumber the majority. Now, also when franchisors are looking for new prospects, you can't keep going to the same well. You need to look at new markets, in which minorities certainly are that new markets. We have some very successful minority franchisees. We have some successful minority franchisors. We have successful minority suppliers. We really have to look at the demographics and also realize that diversity and inclusion, that really is a strategy for growth.
Would you like to say anything else to the viewers?
Well, that, franchising, the beauty of franchising is that you don't have to recreate the wheel. The system is there for you. We just ask that you follow the system and be dedicated. And I like to say the system really is an acronym. When you look at the letters in the word system, save yourself significant time, energy, and money. And that's what franchising does, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be a successful business owner. Does it have risk? Yes, but like any other business opportunity, it does have risk. But when you are dedicated, when you work the system right, when you have open communication with your franchisor, when you work with your fellow franchisees, you're going to be successful.
Miriam, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.